What's up everybody, AnimeX here, and in this video I'll be adding yet another part to the What If Naruto the Rinnegan series. Finally, I can add some light goals to these videos, since I've done the 4 hours or 3 hours requested to do it, whatever. Now, the light goal for this video will be 2,000 likes, and you guys get a part sent to this, and this is because I need to work on some other what ifs, so I made the light goal rather high. Anyways, as usual, I'll be recapping the last part of this video, then getting into the new material. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, in the last part of this video, we saw Naruto come back to the Leaf Village after his training time skip with Jiraiya, Sasuke, and Kakashi. After this, we saw Naruto go save and protect Gaara from having his tailed beast removed, and then Naruto pulled up to the Akatsuki in their hideout, pulled up to them, and bodied 90% of the Akatsuki with rather ease. After this, Naruto went back to the Sand Village to be healed, and we left off with Nagato, Obito, and Itachi preparing for war against the Leaf Village, so that's where we'll jump right back into the what if. Now, after teleporting back to the Sand Village and passing out, Naruto awakes to see Sakura healing him. When he asks where everyone else went, she says that they head back to the village after Naruto got there safely, and left it to Sakura to heal Naruto and bring him back up to speed on what's happening. Naruto then sits up and notices that his clothes are in tatters, so he decides that he's finally going to have to head back to the village and get some new, better fitting clothes, and just when he's about to go, Gaara goes up to him and thanks Naruto for all he's done, keeping him safe, and Naruto also sees this old lady behind him, who we know is Granny Chiyo, and she's impressed with this boy that saved Gaara, not only for saving Gaara the Kazekage, but for taking out the Akatsuki all alone. She also sees that Naruto himself has a good heart, and she has a good amount of respect for this person. So, Naruto then just says that he's going to go, and he's about to teleport back to the village. And when Sakura and him get there, they notice everyone is panicking and running around the village. Naruto quickly turns to Sakura and asks how long he's been asleep, and when Sakura replies that it's been over 24 hours, about a day and a half, Naruto just freaks out because he's wondering what could have possibly happened in only a day and a half time. When Naruto asks a random villager why they are under said attack, Naruto instantly basically assumes that because the villager said that they're under attack, Naruto assumes it's either Itachi or someone else from a different village. So in order to kind of basically figure out who it is, he enters Seinen to assess the situation, and when he does, he senses 3 chakras that are pretty high and pretty strong levels of energy, basically Akatsuki level, Biju level people, and picks up on the fact that one of them is a Rinnegan wielder just due to the nature of their chakra, and the other 2 are Akatsuki members. One of them he identifies as Itachi, and the other one is one that he's never come across before. So Naruto, knowing that he has to clean up his mess because he didn't kill all of them, stays in Sage Mode, but when he tries to activate KCM, nothing happens because Kurama is still charging up enough energy to actually reactivate the cloak, due to Naruto overusing it in his fight versus the Akatsuki. Naruto then sprints around the village, sensing for the threats when he sees the Rinnegan wielder steal Shizune's soul for info. Naruto then gets upset, runs and attacks Nagato, but gets reacted to rather easily and gets a knee to the gut that sends Naruto reeling in pain. Naruto is surprised that someone reacted to him with Sage Mode amp, but nonetheless, Nagato did it rather casually, and Naruto knows that he needs to amp his speed even further if he's going to actually hit him. Then, Naruto tries to pull out an extra arm that transforms into a cannon and shoot directly at Nagato's face, but Nagato dodges the blast and punches Naruto up into the air, and Universal pulls and slams him into the ground, almost knocking Naruto out instantly. Naruto just makes a Rasengan and shoves it at him, but Nagato absorbs a jutsu and grabs Naruto's face as he shoots an Asura Path cannon right into his chest, sending Naruto flying into the building. Nagato then sends another laser that comes from his head, and it blasts Naruto even further back. After this, Naruto is dazed, but when he finally gets up, he notices that Nagato isn't there anymore, and he sees Nagato flying into the air as he sees chakra building up in Nagato's body. And Naruto knows what is about to occur since he did it to the Akatsuki himself. Trying to take a voice to stop this, he leaps at Nagato, trying to stop time, although he can't summon enough chakra for some reason to get to 3 Tomoe Rinnegan, and in order to stop time, he needs that Rinnegan ability. And then, out of the rubble, he jumps at top speed, and as he gets closer and closer to Nagato, he's possibly thinking that he can make it, and he activates Bansho, tending to pull him even closer, and just when Naruto is about to stop Nagato, merely 1 inch away from grabbing him and interrupting the building of chakra, a chaotic Shinra Tensei is activated, and Naruto is obliterated and sent flying along with the rest of the village. You did this. You didn't finish the job. You're supposed to protect the weak. Why did you let this happen? All of these are thoughts that swirl around in Naruto's head as he straddles the line between life and death. Naruto wonders if he should even keep fighting. He lost. He failed. He couldn't do it. Even with all the newfound power that he has, he wasn't able to protect his village or protect his friends. Naruto is about to die anyway, so why bother? Then, as he's thinking about fading and just letting himself die, Kurama snaps into his head, yelling at him for being so weak-willed and cowardly. Kurama says that this was all his fault for not killing them all, so it's his duty to protect the village, and it's his duty to clean up his mistake. Naruto still hesitates and is about to just ignore Kurama and go back to sleep until Kurama asks, is this behavior befitting of the future Hokage? Naruto then grits his teeth and pulls himself together to fight yet again. Naruto, while under the rubble, enters Sage Mode and senses for any possible allies, and when he does, he cannot sense either Jiraiya or Kakashi. And since they were sensed earlier, this means that they were killed in battle. And Naruto enters KCM 2, now advancing his cloak to a whole new degree, his anger fueling his ability to enter a higher stage of KCM. And then, he gets out of the rubble, climbing out slowly, and his Rinnegan advances to a new level as well, with the 6 Tomoe showing up in Naruto's eye, and Naruto prepares for war against these people who have destroyed his home. So he runs over to Nagato, running throughout the village, hoping to find him, and as he's just thinking about how Jiraiya and Kakashi might have died. And then he sees Nagato, who is standing over Jiraiya and Kakashi's corpse, and Nagato turns to him asking, "Now, do you understand pain?" Naruto just keeps walking towards Nagato expressionless as he stops to start walking. Naruto just keeps talking, saying that pain? You killed my master and my mentor. For that, I'll kill you myself. Naruto then wipes away the blood of his master Jiraiya and shoots a chakra rod at Naruto, but Naruto, without any hesitation, stops time and walks past Nagato just to go look at Jiraiya and Kakashi, and he vows to avenge them. Naruto holds both Kakashi and Jiraiya in his arms as he's crying, tearing up, trying to get himself together. Naruto seems to be able to stop time for a lot longer now, as with the 6 Tomoe, it's been 30 seconds and Naruto isn't feeling any signs of fatigue. He's pushing himself to a whole new level in terms of his time manipulation. Kurama doesn't even notice this as well either, neither does Naruto. Naruto is just holding them, and he lays them down on the ground, closes their eyes so they can rest in peace. He then walks over to Nagato and sends a chakra rod through both of Nagato's legs, puncturing them, and then time continues. Naruto kicks Nagato in the face, sending him flying into some rubble. Then Naruto instantly appears above him and starts pummeling him brutally. First 1 punch, then 2. Then he just starts sending dozens and dozens of punches, yelling at Nagato. Naruto stops acting like Naruto and he keeps punching Nagato's unmoving and not responding body. Naruto just screams very primally as he makes a massive wrestling on both of his hands and slams it into Nagato, trying to release his anger in any way possible. He then gets up, knowing that they'll only cause trouble later. Naruto takes out the Rinnegan from Nagato and crushes them in his hands, destroying them utterly. Naruto then turns and extends his senses outward to see that Sasuke is fighting Itachi to a standstill. Although neither of them really seem to be moving, Naruto just assumes that they should be fighting soon. Naruto then senses the third Akatsuki member, but then, before Naruto can even do anything, he looks up and realizes that Pain left him one final attack. A Tengai Shinsei that's heading down and eclipsing the entire village. Naruto knows what he has to do as he makes dozens of Shadow Clones that all make massive Rasengan's and leap at the Tengai Shinsei as soon as they can, trying to obliterate it. Although, Naruto realizes that Kurama might have an ability to help him as Kurama takes over and makes a massive Bijou Bomb that slams into the Tengai Shinsei and blows it up completely. After this, Naruto lands and is attacked by Obito, who seemingly came out of nowhere. Obito then tries to snatch Naruto's eyes since Nagato's have been destroyed by him, but Naruto blocks by putting his arm in the way, and since Obito was going to combo away the eye until the combo dimension to retrieve later, that arm is comboed away, and he takes away Naruto's entire left arm, which makes Naruto jump backwards from Obito out of alarm and pain from that attack. Naruto is now bleeding extensively from his shoulder, where his arm used to be, but instead of freaking out or summoning the King of Hell instinctually to help him, Naruto focuses chakra into his Rinnegan, and as the Tomoe start spinning in a counterclockwise direction, Naruto's arm is slowly regenerating. Naruto instantly picks up on the fact that he rewound time on his own body in the same direction that his Rinnegan spun. So counterclockwise means he reversed it on his own body, and clockwise would mean that he sped time forward on his body. Naruto then turns to Obito, and Obito just shrugs, saying that he'll be back for them later. But then Obito, at least trying to get a quick assessment of Naruto's ability, blitzes at Naruto and almost takes his eye yet again. But Naruto, with KCM and Sage Mode, is able to just barely react and kick Obito away. Obito then decides to warp away, waiting to fight another day. Naruto heads over to Sasuke, where he sees Sasuke crying over his brother's corpse, and Naruto assumed that Itachi would have beaten him, but apparently Sasuke was able to pull off a win somehow. And when Naruto asks what happened, Sasuke explains that they were fighting pretty evenly until the village was destroyed. And before the shockwave hit them, Itachi got in the way and shielded Sasuke with his Susanoo and protected Sasuke, where he could have just let the Shinra Tensei kill him. So from that, Sasuke figured it out and stopped fighting Itachi. And Itachi, knowing that Sasuke was too smart to keep tricking him, especially after having to save his life, Itachi revealed his secret to his brothers, and Sasuke had somewhat figured it out anyway. Sasuke just says, "Naruto, he was my brother. He loved me all this time and I hated him. How could I do that? How could I be so dumb?" And Sasuke just starts breaking down into tears as he's mourning his brother's loss, and Naruto figures out what he's need to do. Naruto grits his teeth as he knows that he's about to make the ultimate sacrifice. Naruto then walks back over to Nagato's body, picks him up, and launches him outside of the range of the village. Naruto then starts sealing his nerves and charging up chakra as Naruto is just wondering how many people have been killed because of him. How many lives have been taken because of his arrogance, because of his inability to finish the job. Naruto is cursing himself, and he knows that he needs retribution for this. Naruto then flies into the air and starts charging up chakra. As he's doing this, he's thinking, Jiraiya, Kakashi, even Itachi, who is apparently a good person, don't worry, I'll make sure that you guys won't die. I'll bring you back, I swear. Naruto just starts tearing up as he continues charging his chakra. Kurama, you know you're the best, right? I know at first we butt heads and I didn't really get along with you, but you know we're your friends, right? Kurama just kind of slowly nods his head as Kurama is slightly blushing from this question, not knowing what's behind it. Quick question, Kurama. What happens to you if I die? Kurama responds saying that he'll reside in Naruto for maybe a couple hours to a day after his death, since he'll be there until the seal on Naruto stops binding him, and due to Minato's sealing ability, the seal will stay there for at least a day after death. And then Kurama will disperse, basically dying, then reform somewhere else, with the same memories, just since he's a massive chakra. Kurama then gets suspicious to the question and asks why he's asking. Naruto says that he's curious as he continues on. Oh, okay. Good to know that you'll come back. Also, Kurama? Naruto asks while crying. Have you ever had a host as good as me, or will you think you'll be able to find one? Kurama just shakes his head as no. He says no one else will ever be as good as him, and he'll never find someone like Naruto. Naruto asks while crying, try to be nice to your new host, and I hope you find a great one. Kurama is puzzled since, Naruto is his host, and Naruto's basically invincible. Kurama's wondering why Naruto thinks he's gonna die soon, but Naruto's Rinnegan starts activating, and Naruto just says ghetto, as he pauses to take a deep breath and start basically summoning the huge king of hell, and it's summoned to the middle of the village, and Naruto just says, Rinne rebirth, and his eyes cloud, his vision blurs, and his breathing slows to a halt. As Naruto's heart stops, he falls to the earth, having no regrets, happy that he could bring back everybody that he loved, and bringing back his friends so he loved, and his village that he loved so much. And that, everybody, is where I'm going to be ending part 9 to the What If Naruto Had the Rinnegan series. If you guys like this video and want more parts to it, make sure to hit that like button like it owes you money, because the like goal for this one is 2,000 likes. Now, you may be sad from this What If, and I am too, guys. I'm kind of depressed. Just, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications so you don't miss out on any more Rinnegan content. Making this What If was difficult for me, guys. So I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm gonna have to head out, guys. So, as always, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, this is AnimeX, signing off.